I want to be an educator in the future. I don't know particularly which field. I'm kind of in between two right now. But I really want to be an educator, and it's partially because of the RIDE program. Because the RIDE program, it focuses on students. It lets students shine in a way that when they're leaving the classroom, it's not just with textbook skills and regurgitated information, but rather it's the student learned something. And it forces teachers to get to know their students on a personal basis, because it allows you, you have to be able to know your students in order to have a personalized learning with them. Because of what Governor Gordon has done, and because of what's happening in Wyoming with education, this is something that's happening all across the state, where suddenly educators and administrators and legislatures, they're starting to look towards the actual teenagers who experience the things in the classes, and they're saying, what are you going through? What does your education look like, and how can we make it better? Because I am very different from the kids who are going to be coming in the next couple of years, and the kids who came before me are very different than I was. And I can just imagine how incredible education could be if you looked at what you needed to teach your students, and then you looked at the students themselves and said, I wonder how I can teach them this concept. Because suddenly it's personal, and when students realize that you care, suddenly they learn a lot more. Because if you look at electives, the classes that students choose to take, a lot of times they take them because they love them, but also because they know that the directors and the people who are in charge of it know them personally and are making decisions within the curriculum to help them personally. Two of my biggest heroes are my seminary teacher, Brother AC, and my music teacher, Kalinsky, and they have inspired me so much. My band director, he knows his students. He knows what's going on inside our heads so that he can pick pieces of music that cater to us as a group, that make us feel things and make us want to put emotion into our music. Or my seminary instructor, he, at the end of every single year, he asks us, what can I do to be better? What could I do to change? What could I do to make this a better experience for you? And he teaches, he doesn't do it every day, but several times a week, he teaches in a different teaching style, making sure that he's reaching every possible student that he can. And that was something that inspired me so much, because these were two people who decided that they saw their students and they decided to truly see them and to truly hear them. And teachers, they do it because they're passionate about it, and they do it because they love kids. And I looking and seeing the impact that they had on my life and making me into the person that I want to be and the person that I am, and changing things in small ways like that to make students feel as though they're truly people and not just a chair or a student or a grade. That's what really matters to me. And that's what made me fall in love with RIDE so much, is because I realized that even if I'm not in a RIDE district, or even if I'm not in one of these places where this is specifically being implemented, I can change education. I can make sure that the students who are sitting in my chairs, regardless of where they are, they're students and they're people who have wants and needs and struggles, and I can help them, even if it's just in a small way. And that's what RIDE does, and that's what those teachers did for me.